One of the norms of American society is that when one individual meets another individual that is a friend or an acquaintance, one of the first things they say to them is, "How are you?" Now, this is not said to actually ascertain how the other person is doing. It's mostly said to further the conversation, and because it's become almost a tradition, it's a norm that you say, "How are you?" I know when I personally ask someone, "How are you?" when I see them in passing, I'm not necessarily looking for a long, in-depth answer. I'm expecting to hear, "I'm fine," and we either go our separate ways or we start, an actual conversation. Well, because I know that that's how I feel when I ask the question, this directly affects how I answer the question when it's asked of me. When someone asks me, "How are you?" especially in passing, I always answer in the affirmative. "I'm good." And what this does is it allows the other person to just go on about their business if they weren't really, trying to start a conversation. And how this affects my interpersonal communication is that it makes my conversation somewhat disingenuous. When I ask a question that I don't really want a full answer to, it's not being true to the shared meaning of our conversation. If I really wanted to know how people were, I would ask things that were directly related to their life. For instance, I might say, "How are the kids? How is your wife? How is your husband?" So, to give you an example of this, the other day I had a very bad day. I wasn't feeling good. I was quite sick. I was stressed out over midterms and projects. And yet when I saw my friend at the picnic tables near the student center, and she said, "Oh, Melinda, how are you?" I instantly said, "I'm good, how are you?" Because I did not feel that the question was asked with sincerity. Likewise, I have many times asked this question without sincerity. And it's something that I really need to work on. I need to not automatically ask, "How are you?" but rather find ways to further a conversation that actually lets me know how the other person is doing if I'm actually interested. Or if I don't have the time, I need to just be honest about that and be like, "Hi, I gotta go, I'll talk to you later." Something along those lines. Just so that I'm being more upfront and honest in my communication style.